I should have been dead, but God wasn't done with me. There was a version of me that I'm not proud of. For 15 years, addiction owned me. I wasn't just struggling, I was destroying everything around me. I was a drug dealer. I was a crack addict. I lost my kids. I burned bridges. I ran up debts. I owed people I was terrified of. I had a I ran from my hometown with a Canada-wide warrant hanging over my head. I ended up homeless, living in a car, completely broken and convinced that my life had reached the end of the road. And there was a point where I planned to take my own life. I'd become the person I never thought I would be. The lies addiction told me were brutal. You're too far gone. You ruined everything. Your family is better off without you. There's no coming back from this. But God had a different plan. I turned myself in, and for the first times in years, I stopped running. I had to sit with the wreckage I created. I had to face my past, my choices, my pain, and the person I had become. And somewhere in that brokenness, God found me. Not when I had everything together, not when I was worthy, not when I had cleaned myself up. He met me in the dirt. He met me at my lowest. He met me when I had nothing left to offer. And he began rebuilding me piece by piece. The same man who once lived in a car is now a husband and a father. The same man who lost his children got the chance to rebuild those relationships. The same man who wanted to die now wakes up grateful every single day. The same man who thought his story was over is now telling people that God is still writing stories. I'm not sharing the ugly parts because I'm proud of them. I share them because somebody reading this might be sitting in their own darkness right now. Maybe you're addicted. Maybe you lost your family. Maybe you're drowning in shame. Maybe you've convinced yourself that God could never forgive someone like you. Please hear me out. I'm living proof that your worst chapter does not have to be your final chapter. Jesus didn't just make my life a little bit better. He gave me my whole life back. He took a man who was lost, broken, addicted, homeless, ashamed, and ready to die, and showed him that redemption is still possible. 7 years ago, I surrendered. 7 years ago, I stopped trying to save myself. And I discovered that when I put my life in God's hands, He could do what I could never do on my own. I'm not perfect. I still have scars. I still have memories of the things I've did. But those scars don't have to be evidence of who I am. They can be evidence of what God brought me through. So if you're sitting there thinking you're too far gone, you're not. If you think you've messed up too badly, you haven't. If you think God can't use you because of your past, look at me. God can take the ugliest parts of your story and turn them into a testimony of His grace. I was lost. Jesus found me. I was broken. Jesus rebuilt me. I was chained. Jesus set me free. I wanted to die, and Jesus taught me how to live. My past is a part of my story, but is not the end of my story. And if God can bring me back, He can reach you too.